up, everybody? This is Ron K. Armstrong, filmmaker extraordinaire, and today we're going to talk about the new Black Widow movie and the Black Panther, my predictions for part 2. And I got my man Lester here, and hopefully he'll chime in and give us his opinion on what's going on. But first, let's get right into it. I want you to hit the like button and share my video with family and friends, and also subscribe to my channel if you are watching for the first time. So they finally greenlit the Black Widow movie starring Scarlett Johansson. I am so excited for this. We've been waiting for this a long time. I can't tell you how enthusiastic I am for this Black Widow movie. Okay, I've been saying all along, if they do it, no one will come and see it. And I sincerely think this is the case going into this. And I think what's going on right now is Hollywood is pushing this whole agenda with the white female agenda, because I don't see them making any films about black females, but they're supposed to be doing kind of like a spin-off from Black Panther of the Dora Milaje. But anyway, let me get into this whole Black Widow thing. So apparently they greenlit the film after a long time of talking and discussions. It's going to be directed by a female director by the name of what is her name? Kate Shortland, and she's known for doing films like Joy, Lore, and Berlin Syndrome. So interesting that they get a female director for this. I'm hoping that this movie Black Widow will be like kind of like a well, you know, like Atomic Blonde. You know, hopefully it'll be something like that, and really encourage us to go see it, because right now what I'm seeing in the Avengers is that as a standalone character, she's not interesting. It's only when she's with the Avengers that I find her somewhat interesting. So maybe Kate will be able to bring across on screen something exciting for us to want to go see the film. But I am not a big fan of Scarlett Johansson, especially recently when she's had some issues, especially in the social media. The Me Too movement, I don't like the way that she dissed my boy James Franco. And almost cost him some work over the Me Too movement. I think that was very irresponsible of her and her comments. And then she's also made some comments about this film that she was portraying a transgender person. I don't want to get into that, but you know, she once was my favorite person, you know, but now she's not. So it would take a lot for me to go see this Black Widow movie, you know, a hell of a lot, because I just don't find her character that interesting or even that well developed enough for me to want to go see it. Now, if they do it like a John Wick, because I thought John Wick was kicked ass. If they do it like that, then I'm all for it. I'm down to see it. Now, let's move on. Let's talk about the Black Panther Part 2. And I wanted to talk about some of my ideas that I think and how they're going to treat that. Now, Disney is in total shock. They put this movie together. They released it. Ryan Coogler directed it, did a great job directing, but they really didn't expect the film to do that well, especially domestically. It rocked domestically. So now they're like, wow, we've got something here. And you know what Disney does when they have something that's proven franchise that works and brings a lot of money, they inject the SJW agenda in there and they spoil it. So what I think they're going to do for Black Panther 2 is they're going to continue this whole idea that T'Challa is kind of like subservient to his sister, Shuri, in the sense that Shuri has this technical knowledge and she's smarter than him. When the reality is, from the comics originally, T'Challa was brilliant, had all these degrees. He was even smarter than Tony Stark. So I don't know how that all flipped. And now you have Shuri, which is just smart, if not even smarter than him. So I think that they're going to continue that theme, and we're going to see more of it, because that's their opportunity to inject more of the SJW. And also with the Dora Milaje, they're going to, hopefully they don't do this, I'm just saying they might go explore that lesbian theme or a love story within the Dora Milaje, and that may be coming to the forefront. And if it does, hey, whatever, it is what it is, because Disney is intent on releasing all of its films with the SJW agenda in mind. And look, I don't mind that they do that. I don't mind strong female characters, but I don't want Mary Sue's, and I don't want it at the expense of male characters, and which is we see a lot in Star Wars and in Incredibles Part 2. So I think that Black Panther Part 2 offers them an opportunity to really inject that SJW stuff, because the black community is very supportive of that. And with these agendas and this racism, they typically target black people in mind. Case in point, you have the rap industry, and all you're getting out there is gangster rap, which is rapping about drugs and incarceration and you know, being a super consumer and being better than your boys, you know, with more money, more bitches. So and that's intentionally done. So I'm hoping that they're not going to use Black Panther in that sense, but already they're on target to do that, because we've seen from the first Black Panther how it was very, very interesting how I felt T'Challa character wasn't really, you know, a character where he was a superhero in charge, strong, like a Superman or Batman. In fact, he had to rely on his mother to save him because he got his ass kicked by Killmonger, and most people really liked the character of Killmonger rather than Black Panther. I did, you know, so I'm not going out there and I'm gonna this Halloween get a Black Panther costume. If anything, I'd rather be Killmonger. And so I think there was a lot of agenda and subversive messages in the original Black Panther, and I think that now that Disney and the Black Panther movie has proven to be a global phenomenon, I think they're going to use it as an opportunity to even inject more of these subliminal messages to the black community, which I don't think is going to be positive. I think it's going to be a detriment. So anyway, that's my take on the Black Widow movie with Scarlett Johansson and predictions for Black Panther Part 2. And I'm really hoping this doesn't go in that direction I'm talking about with all this SJW stuff. But if they stay true to course, it will be there and we can expect it. Hopefully the storyline will be strong. Anyway, this is filmmaker Ron K. Armstrong. Until my next episode, live for film.